So we know calendars are a great item to sell. They're desired, they create repeat business, but how exactly do you sell them? Joining us with some insight is Phil Martin from Warwick Publishing. Hi Phil, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Amy. A pleasure to be here. Look forward to talking a little bit about calendars today. I have a little bit of a passion towards calendars, so I'm looking forward to it.
For somebody looking to introduce calendars to their customers, how would you suggest they go about it?
First of all, the main thing is I always tell distributors to tap into their current clientele. I consider it kind of the oh by the way sale. You know, that you're going in for the pen order, the shirt order, the hat order, and say, oh, by the way, have you ordered your calendars yet today? And they go, what? I don't do calendars. Then you can start to go into the benefits and why they should be ordering calendars. But I think in a lot of cases, distributors don't tap into their current clientele when it comes to certain products. The other thing is I strongly recommend they carry calendars with them because when I do a presentation, I typically tell the distributor, I say there's two words that'll help you sell more calendars, and those two words are very simple. Show them. I mean, if you're not showing them, you're not going to be selling them. That's the biggest thing when it comes to calendars.
What key things should a distributor remember about selling calendars?
Well, first of all, this is going to sound very strange, but I also tell them, don't sell calendars. Do not sell calendars. Sell what the calendar is going to do, not what it is. And that's pretty much goes with any product. Don't sell what the product is. Sell what it's going to do for the customer. What's it going to do for the customer? It's going to actually provide them with 300 and, in our case, 396 days of exposure. I mean, you stop and think about it. 396 days of advertising exposure. That's a lot of bang for the buck. We get locked into also the calendars are, oh, it's what the old people sell. It's what the old people buy. Well, you know what? It's everybody wants, needs, and uses calendars. And I kind of say to the younger distributor that the old people are selling it for a reason. Because of repeat factor. They build a wonderful annuity and they're able to pick up the phone in January or hopefully November, December of the previous year and secure a repeat order without even going to visit the client and everything. Same thing, everything the same, boom, done. It's really getting in the mindset of not being a product. Don't sell what the product is, And
what's a common distributor mistake when discussing calendars?
Not discussing them. It's probably the biggest mistake, is not discussing them. The other one is giving up too soon. I think in a lot of cases, the calendar, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not the easiest thing to sell. People don't think about them that often, even though they're in front of them constantly. I mean, I'm looking at one right here sitting by my desk. You'll see one right behind me back here. I've got 3 or 4 of them in my office. It's out of sight, out of mind if they're not thinking about it, and not showing them, as I mentioned earlier, is a big factor.
Well, Phil, do you have anything to add?
You betcha. I just want to say one real quick thing about calendar advertising. Is as far as bang for the buck and some quick little tips as far as how to go about selling them. I tell distributors too, if they receive greeting cards at the end of the year from a business, they have a sales lead. Because one thing about that business, they're sending out a greeting card at the end of the year. My opinion, greeting cards are kind of a waste of time. They have 8 seconds of exposure. So you say, well, thank you for the greeting card, but I've got a greeting card that's better. I got a greeting card that's going to be around for an entire year. I got a greeting card that's going to be looked at 8 times a day. Do you want to see my greeting card? Yes, I want to see your greeting card. Well, here's my greeting card. My greeting card is the calendar. Mails out just like a greeting card, but yet it's wanted, needed, used. It's placed on the desk or on the mantle or in the kitchen or in several different places. It's referred to periodically. It's the greeting card that lasts. More bang for the buck. And we offer greeting cards too at Warwick Publishing, so hey, you can't beat them, join them. But the other thing I want to just interject real quick too about selling calendars that I preach all the time is added value. Anytime you can add value to the calendar, you've given the end user a reason to hang on to the calendar. And if they're hanging on to the calendar, that's a big bonus. There's lots of different ways you can add value to a calendar. Coupons, schedules, your email addresses already pre-printed, different branch offices, et cetera, et cetera. There's lots of different ways to do that. But added value is huge when it comes to selling calendars. Always try to do that.
Phil, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your experience and your ideas.
Thanks, Amy. Take care.
And if you would like to find out more about Warwick Calendar products, you can visit their website, warwickpublishing.com.